So the parliamentary elements are an exception. So in case of doubt, you decide in favor of the rule against the exception.
Roma was one of those witnesses called in the Quadcom committee hearing, and her testimony in that Quadcom committee was one of the more important highlights of the investigation.
In fact, we have frequent communication with each other.
Oh, is that so? I'm only aware of the Department Order 778.
No, but with the Quadcom, there's a formal turnover of documents.
I see. ICC personnel also have been coming to the Philippines. Is that not correct?
I have no knowledge of that. I have no personal knowledge.
Parang ganun yung sinabi nyo, labas-pasok ang mga dayuhan sa Pilipinas, di natin alam kung sino-sino na yan. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Nasabi ba yan?
Oo, tama po yun.
Oo, tama ba yung sinabi ninyo dati?
Opo, yun po sinabi ko.
Hearing resumed. Right.
Madam Chair?
Yes,
May I,
Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa.
There is an issue about executive privilege.
Yes.
According to this committee, only cabinet level ang merong executive privilege. But according to the Secretary of Justice, covered daw na executive privilege pati yung Chief PNP. Nandito man si Justice Ascuna. Pwede bang malaman, sir, yung opinion mo tungkol dito? About executive privilege? Kung sino ang covered? Up to what level? Yung covered ng executive privilege. Kasi baka mamaya, yung patrolman na imbestigahan namin dito next time, hihingi ng executive privilege. So gusto ko lang sana kung meron kang may ma-share sa amin opinion, sir, as to this matter. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes, you recognize Justice Ascuna. We need your help.
Your Honors, when we were drafting the Constitution, present Constitution, we were thinking of adopting some portions of a parliamentary system, like the question hour, so that the members of the cabinet will be obliged to answer questions before committees of Congress. But we could not agree on the specifics, I think, but there is some element of the parliamentary system that we're able to introduce. But we also acknowledge, because we follow the presidential system, executive privilege. So we have a question hour. You can oblige members of the cabinet to appear before you, but they can also claim executive privilege. Now, whether sub-cabinet levels can invoke the privilege, I think they can if they do so as representatives of their cabinet members. In other words, what you cannot do directly, you cannot do indirectly. So if you cannot question the cabinet member, you cannot get the answer by questioning his undersecretary, in my view. So it depends whether or not the question really is something that pertains to the sensitive work of the cabinet member.
Thank you, sir.
To your mind, sir, the orders to the Chief PNP, therefore, are executive privilege. Is that correct?
They partake of functions that pertain to national security, so they might be subject to privilege. It is, I think, in case of doubt, we should decide in favor of the privilege because of the because of the presidential system that we have. So the parliamentary elements are an exception. So in case of doubt, you decide in favor of the rule against the exception.
That's right. Thank you, Honorable Ascuna. And perhaps we go to another topic, and that is that as important as the details of the actual arrest of PRRD are the events which took place prior to this. Firstly, the Quadcom hearings, the arrival of the ICC personnel in the country, the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, the DOJ task force and case build-up. Let's tackle them in chronological order. The Quadcom started in August, and among the most important witnesses discovered by the Quadcom where those testimonies of Regina, Garma, and Leonardo. Is that right? That became pivotal. Prosecutor, would you like to say an opinion? Mahalaga po yun, yung dalawa, no?
Yes. Again, good afternoon, Madam Chair.
Yes,
Yes, you
po.
are correct, Madam Chair, in pointing out that Rohina Garma was one of those witnesses called in the Quadcom committee hearing, and her testimony in that Quadcom committee was one of the more important highlights of the investigation. There were other witnesses who were called, I believe.
Oo, I think the Leonardo testimony was also very crucial.
That is correct, Madam Chair.
And they identified an individual called Muking Peter Parungo, among others. Is that correct? With a bank account where allegedly the incentives to policemen were deposited.
I believe that was mentioned, Madam Chair.
Yes. Okay. And SOJ thereafter urged the DOJ to cooperate and assist with the Quadcom in providing all the testimonies necessary. Is that correct, Secretary Remulla?
Yes, ma'am. And in fact, we have written communication with each other. on
Oh,
this
is that
matter.
so? I'm
Yes.
only aware of the Department Order 778.
No, but with the Quadcom, it was a formal turnover of documents.
I see. The former president also appeared at the Quadcom noong November. Di ba, napunta din siya dyan. Further, ICC personnel also have been coming to the Philippines. Is that not correct?
I have no knowledge of that. I have no personal knowledge, ma'am.
Yes, in the transcript of the first hearing, I believe you said that you have no knowledge that, as a matter of fact, labas-pasok. Parang ganun yung sinabi nyo, labas-pasok ang mga dayuhan sa Pilipinas, di natin alam kung sino-sino na yan. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Nasabi ba yan?
Oo, tama po yun.
Oo, tama ba yung sinabi ninyo dati?
Opo, yun po sinabi ko.
Okay, pwede ba natin ipakita yung binigay ng Bureau of Immigration na nagsidatingan yung ICC personnel noong October ng last year. Ang unang dumating ay isang interpreter na ang balita may koneksyon sa Pilipinas, Maya Destura Bracken, US citizen, dumating ng October 4, interpreter ng ICC. May dumating na hindi ko sigurado kung narito pa kasi ang balita umiikot dito sa iba't ibang luxury hotels. William Rosato, ang balita British siya, dumating October 15, abogado ng ICC. Hindi naman po sikreto to kasi nung hinanap ko yung mga pangalan, nandun naman at naka-LinkedIn na ICC sila. Nandito sila sa Pilipinas, yung flight details narito. Andito rin yung si Mr. Kasam, Canadian, dumating dito. At siya rin ay security expert. Ganon din, dumating rin dito, Mr. Kala, British, October 24, investigador. Hindi po ninyo alam to? Parang natanggap ko lang to sa Bureau of Immigration. Sa pagkaintindi ko, ay nasa ilalim po ninyo.
Nung panahon na yun, ma'am, I had a gallbladder operation. So I was indisposed for around 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
October po.
October. Opo.
Pero hanggang ngayon, nandito pa raw, o kakaalis lamang, halimbawa si Mr. William Rosato, mula October hanggang very recently yata, o baka narito pa, nababalitaan ko umiikot dito eh.
Wala akong nag-advise sa akin.
So,
At hindi ko naman kasi tinatanong na, sapagkat ang paniniwala ko talaga, labas-pasok lang ho talaga lang ang mga tao sa atin. At hindi naman pwedeng tanongin kung ICC sila o hindi.
Hindi naman pangkaraniwang tao to eh. Talagang ICC investigator to. So, walang pake ang DOJ, di kayo interesado eh. ICC nang pinag-uusapan.
Ano ho yan eh, unless meron po silang naging atraso sa bansa at meron silang ginawang illegal, ay wala ho tayong magagawa dahil sinusubukan po nating igalang talaga ang karapatan ng lahat.
Sinasabi ninyo na ganun, subalit mukhang may proposed agenda sila para magbigay ng mga dokumento, affidavit, mga post-mortem record. Somebody clearly arranged for their accommodations and transport, hindi po ba? Alam nga naman,
hindi ko
nag-flat car
eh.
yan, o tatlong sakay ng jeep para umabot sa batasan. Kasi sa batasan sila di ba? Alam nga naman na alam nila, mga British, mga American, nakakakuha sila ng dokumento sa mga presinto. Hindi nga namin makuha, mga senador kami.
Ano ho kasi, ang mga dayuhan po na kagaya po nila sa nationalities nila, visa-free po yan for 30 days.
Oo, alam kong visa-free, pero alam nila pumunta sa iba't ibang presinto sa Caloocan, alam nila hagilapin yung mga tao sa Batasan Hills, at higit sa lahat, tinulungan sila ng pulis para kumuha ng mga PNP documents. May alam ba kayo, General Torre, Chief Marbil?
Malamang po, kung
Bakit
kung
tinutulungan?
tatanungin niyo po ako dyan, kung may alam akong maaaring tumutulong sa kanila, marahil may kilala po akong tumutulong sa kanila. Isang pari po na matagal ko ng kaibigan na tumutulong sa kanila.
Hindi, kasi ang liwa-liwanag, andito sa screen, hinihingi nila yung mga testigo, yung documentation, mga police blotter, mga ebidensya. Hindi yan binibigay sa miskisinong turistang tumatambay. Tinulungan talaga sila, di ba?
Hindi po ang DOJ yung tumutulong sa kanila.
Sino kaya ang tumutulong? Baka naman si Chief PNP Marbil, alam niyo kung sino tumulong? Dahil nakakuha sila eh. Pati mga ospital, nakadali sila ng mga confidential records kung sino-sino ang DOA na dumating sa East Avenue. Sinong tumulong sa kanila para hagilapin lahat ito? Kasi hindi naman makapanipaniwala isang British, Canadian, Amerikano, nakakaikot sila, sisipot sila sa presinto, ibibigay ng pulis lahat ng dokumento.
Marami ho kasing civil society organizations na tumutulong talaga sa kanila.
Eh di ba yan din nga ang reklamo nila, hindi sila binibigyan ng dokumento ng pulis? Baka si Chief Marbil, may alam po ba kayo? Bakit binibigay lahat itong hinihingi?
Madam
Police
Chair,
blotter, seized evidence, radio transmissions. Naku, talaga, tactical operations na to, ang bigat ha. Tapos yung drug operation details, total number during the time period. Yan ang hiningi nila sa Batasan Hills eh. Tapos ibinigay naman. Ba't po nagkaganon? Kadali-dali sa kanila.
Madam Chair,
Hirap na hirap po kami dito sa Senado kumuha ng mga ebidensya katulad niyan.
Madam Chair, during my time as Chief of the Philippine National Police, I have no request coming from the ICC to give any information regarding this matter.
Si Executive Director Alcantara, alam po ninyo na may humihingi ng kung ano-anong papeles? ICC, nagtanong ba sila? Meron pang bank records eh, di ba? May bank
I'm sorry,
secrecy
madam.
tayo.
I am not privy to any of these
All these requests. Hindi nakakapagtaka kasi yung agenda na ibinigay ng ICC na pagkatagal-tagal nila rito at saka detalyado to ay di biro-biro. Police Station 6, Batasan Hills, QC. Lahat ng blotter, seized evidence, etc. Paano nila na-pinpoint yung ICC, na-pinpoint yung Police Station 6 sa Batasan Hills? Ang galing naman po nila, kararating pa lang sila sa Pilipinas, alam na nila lahat ng lugar.
I think it's the Committee on Human Rights before the Quadcom that came out with the Station 6 reports. If I recall it right, I think it was Congressman Abante who was chairing that hearing.
Tinulungan daw sila ng Colonel Romil Abenido, tao yata ni General Torre, tama ba yun? Doon sa Batasan Hills, sa Station 6, nung QCPD daw kayo, tao ninyo, tama ba yun?
Madam Chair, in the next hearing, can we require the presence of that Colonel Abinido?
Kasi yun ang tinuturo at yun ang nabanggit ng ICC. Kilala po ba ninyo si Colonel Romil Abenido po, General Torre?
Romil Avenido is the station commander of Police Station 1 when I was the QCPD district director, ma'am.
That's
He was
right.
transferred to Station 6.
That's right.
I'm not the district director.
That's right. He was then transferred to Station 6. And you can't just walk into a police station and start demanding all sorts of documents. And who liaised with them? Sinong nagbantay sila sa kanila? Alam ko na may mga magagandang sasakyan sila. Paikot-ikot sila. May security pa sila. Ang balita, pulis pa nga nagbabantay. So, siya rin ba yan, Chief PNP?
Madam Chair, during my time, I have no request coming from the ICC or any from, so I have no idea about it.
Sinasabi niyong during my time, kailan ba kayo naging Chief PNP?
Ma'am, April 2024.
Oo, ito October 2024. Yung iba na natili rito hanggang, palagay ko, yung iba aalis lang o kundi, narito pa. Matagal
That
sila.
is-
So
Madam
it's
Chair.
during your time po.
That's already during his time.
It's very much your
October
time.
na yun eh.
Madam Chair, with that, I have no idea and have no request coming from the ICC po.
But sino nagbigay ng security? Na police?
Sir, I have practically no idea po, sir.
Sigurado po kayo? Kasi nakakuha rin sila ng medical records, may financial records, police records, forensic evidence. Medical records are confidential, alam naman natin lahat yan. Paano nila nakukuha lahat yan, pati CCTV? Paano nila nakuha? At very precise ang pagkakuha, ang dali-dali. Sinong tumulong sa ICC sa palagay ninyo? Wala ba kayong suspecha o alam kung sino?
Ma'am, Madam Chair, we will just investigate, but I have really no idea regarding this matter.
Si General Torre, pinuno ng CIDG. Siguro alam niya, kapag may tao na nagtatanong sa mga presinto, sa mga ospital, hindi ka ba magdududa, mga dayuhan pa man din? Hindi ka ba magtataka na patanong-tanong? Siyempre, alamin mo, ano ba nangyayari dyan? Ba't nakikialam? Hindi mo ba naramdaman na andito na yung mga dayuhan, tanong na ng tanong, ang dami-daming hinihinging ebidensya? Sino tumulong sa kanila?
That is why, Madam Chair, I move that certain Colonel Abinido be required to be present in the next hearing.
Ganon. At may nababalitaan kami, may Mark Diskay daw na alalay nila. Tapos nasa 5-star hotel sa Raffles. At madalas sa Maidas. At doon nagtatrabaho, maraming presidential suite, sunset suite, at kung ano-ano, 5 to 6 security daw na provide ng ating kapulisan, at 4 to 5 na mga tsuper na nag-i-standby. Tapos umiikot sila, may mga escort pa sila na Pilipino, at ang balita ko, nagka-problema pa sila dahil doon sa Forbes Park, may umihi yata at nagalit yung mga kapitbahay. Kaya ako lang narinig to kasi mga VIP daw, kaya hindi daw pwedeng guluhin. Wala kayong nababalita ang ganyan? Yung tungkol sa pagtitipon, pagkakaladkad sa iba't ibang testigo dyan sa Midas Hotel, may mga important individuals, mga VIP rin, na ini-interview nila 3 oras minsan. Hindi rin nyo napapansin.
Madam Chair, I have no idea regarding this matter.
May balita na si dating Senador Trillanes, may ganun din. Si Ambassador Lacanilao, meron ba kayo alam dito? Kasi hindi rin namin alam to. May alam ba kayo kung sino ang tumulong sa ICC?
Wala ma'am, wala ma'am. Wala ho akong knowledge regarding sa ICC on their dito status nila dito o
So walang may alam kung sino tumulong sa ICC. Pero tinulungan sila ng todo. At sigurado ako na may suspecha siguro tayo. Sino tumulong sa ICC? Andyan yung NSC, laki-laki ng budget sa Intel. May Intel funds AFP, may Intel funds lahat ng PNP. Ang laki ng confidential fund, Office of the President, may NICA. Sa lahat nito, sa bilyon-bilyon na inaalat namin sa Confidential and Intelligence Fund, hindi ninyo naramdaman kailanman na nandito na yung ICC October pa na nakaraang taon. Tama po ba?